As the Congress party has been continuously questioning the Indian government's stand over Palestine, now the latest attack is coming in on the part of the CPP chairperson Sonia Gandhi. And to talk about this matter more, we have been joined by the senior Congress leader, ex-Union Minister, as well as the Foreign Affairs Department Chief of the Congress party, Mr. Salman Khurshid. So thank you for speaking in Times Now. Sir, this editorial piece, which is being written by Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, she has basically questioned the silence of Modi government regarding this entire issue, the way in which these attacks have taken place in Palestine. What is your take upon it? Because we have seen that how the response is being given by the Modi government in the past as well.
Well, I think that this is a remarkable message of compassion and humanism that she has given. The Modi government may look at all this in political terms, but the Congress party, led by Sonia Gandhi ji, believes this to be a human rights issue. This is not a matter of looking at history in the past. We have to look at what the condition is today, the number of children who have been mercilessly slaughtered, the conditions in which people who are injured and harmed by military action, and they are surviving today without medical aid and without hospitals, etc. A whole generation is being destroyed. A whole generation is being destroyed right in front of our eyes. And there are people who are thinking of building fortunes out of the misery of these people. So I think that this is a remarkable gesture that somebody can make and has made. Sonia ji has made. And as a country, as a people, as Indians, we must all stand in support of this. And I certainly believe that this is a timely reminder to both our party as well as to the ruling party as to what our priorities have always been and how that those priorities are being underscored by Sonia ji.
But sir, the counter-attack which has been made by the BJP is that it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi only who was one of those leaders who had spoken to both the sides, both from the Palestine's point of view also, he was there, and with Israel also there was a conversation which has taken place with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So he has maintained that balance. This is the kind of justification which has been given by the BJP today.
We are not looking at justifications, we are looking at the bottom line. How do I tell a hungry child and a child who is suffering, how do I tell them that my Prime Minister has spoken to both sides and all will be well? At least there must be some light at the end of the tunnel. We don't know what he has spoken and whether he's spoken or not. We have seen that he has been tilting in favor of one side, Israel, but not doing sufficiently for the other side. In this particular case, Palestine and Gaza. So what is it? These are empty words. I mean, these are words that get those people nowhere who are suffering and who are in misery. And I think that unless we can show that India's voice carries and India's voice matters and that we've been able to get some relief because of this, I'm not even sure that we are sending relief to Venezuela, which is a good thing, but are we sending any relief to Gaza? Are we sending any relief to these people who are living in camps and who have no hope of light at the end of the tunnel? Big question. So this is not about arguing, you said something or you didn't say something. It's about looking at the bottom line of what is the miserable existence that these people are having to suffer.
But sir, that is what is being claimed by the BJP, that it was India, it was our government which had sent aid to Palestine when these attacks were taking place. We have sent all the help there as well. In fact, we have also voted in favor of ceasefire when this war was going on. So the claim which BJP is making is that we have maintained a neutral stand, and in fact they are also attacking Congress party, saying that this is a selective outrage which Congress is showing because they are alleging that Congress was completely silent when an attack was being made on Bangladeshi Hindus.
You know, point is not you're silent about one thing or not. Any kind of human misery is bad. What is the contextual manner in which it happens and what is that you can do at that time? Don't just link with something somewhere if a Bangladeshi Hindu has suffered, I think we are all equally concerned about it. But that does not reduce the suffering of a child in Gaza. So why these attempts to combine or compare oranges with apples? If anything is rotten, it is rotten for both, and you can't be talking about a fruit which is rotten at its core. So unfortunately, our record is a little mixed record as far as voting is concerned, but we've not been able to get a delivery. Either we should just concede that we are useless, that we cannot do anything and we are unable to do anything. But if we can do something, then we must not speak, we must not complain, we must not get into arguments. Let's show on the ground what we can do and what we have done. Because we have a historical relationship with Palestine. It has nothing to do with Congress alone. It's a national aspiration that we had with Palestine. And that aspiration is unfortunately betrayed. That's what we very honestly and sincerely believe.
Sir, another important point which is being mentioned by Ms. Sonia Gandhi is that how Pakistan has played a role of a peacemaker between Iran and the United States. We have seen when this debate was going on, many of the Congress leaders have also stated that it was quite obvious that Pakistan is the one which can actually do mediation between the two countries, because it has a border with Iran, and that is the only reason why it has been chosen. But on the other side, the Congress party has criticized this particular move, saying that it is a failure of our foreign policy. What is your take upon it, sir?
Well, I mean, it's very clear to me that we weren't there. We weren't there to play a role. We have a historical civilizational relationship with Iran. But where were we when Iran was being attacked? Did we say something? And I'm not saying that you give up friendship with another country. You can be friends with both sides, no problem at all. You can be friends with both sides, but have the courage to tell your friend that they're doing something wrong, particularly if that wrong that is being done is impacting the Indian people and the future of Indian people. But we still didn't have courage to say it. Why didn't we say it? Now, you can't now cry over spilt milk that Pakistan got an advantage and Pakistan got in and so on and so forth. Point is, were we there? Did anyone push us out? Or we just kept ourselves back? We are so quick to respond where we want to respond, to complain where we want to complain, but we just kept sleeping. We did nothing, and I'm afraid that Iran has been very, very accommodative and has been very understanding. They could have been far less positive about us, etc. But the fact remains that we must look within ourselves and see whether we did enough. Were we there when we were needed? Was our voice there or not to be heard by people? Did we make any effort, or we didn't make any effort? That's all for anyone to see.
Okay, so one last question, which is apart from this particular issue, that is related to the Ram Mandir donation row which is going on. SIT investigation is there, but as of now, 8 people have been arrested. FIRs have been lodged. In fact, Champat Rai has also given his resignation, which was being demanded by many of the opposition parties. Are you actually satisfied with the way in which this entire issue has been dealt with by the government there?
Well, I'm not sure that we know enough about what they've done. But on the first prima facie view, it doesn't seem that they have acted with the kind of urgency that they should have. Why the FIR took so long to be filed, and why is the FIR so incomplete? These are a lot of questions, etc. Of course, some people have been arrested, and we are not happy about people being arrested. We want to know the truth, and also we want to know that how can such a thing happen in an institution which is of such high importance to lakhs and lakhs of people who have their astha involved. They have their obeisance and their direct link with Lord Ram, and that this is permitted in the vicinity of Lord Ram is a big question, because it is not just about what has happened now, but it is about how people who claim prominence and claim importance in the name of Lord Ram have treated Lord Ram and have treated Lord Ram's property. This is not somebody's individual property. This is all property of Lord Ram, because it was given by in obeisance to Bhagwan Ram, and it should have been kept as property of Bhagwan Ram, whatever the trust of Lord Ram was to do with that property, look after children, make schools, do whatever. But the point is, somebody for their personal benefit have taken this money away is the worst kind of theft and the worst kind of betrayal that one could think of.
So do you actually think that there is an attempt which is being made to save the bigger fishes there and those who have been
I
arrested?
don't know. We can only talk about when we see the result, when charge sheets are filed, when everything comes out. Only then we could be. There's no point for us to jump the gun and say something now. But I do hope that, in fairness and in terms of their faith in Lord Ram, they will do something which is completely upright and completely transparent. I think that's the least we can expect.
Thank you so much, sir. So that was Mr. Salman Khurshid speaking exclusively to Times Now with video journalist Harish Bhatt. This is Nyamka Singh reporting for Times Now.